southbound right now into San Pedro and getting on the bridge, you should be okay. Yes, there's some road work, so be aware some of the on and off ramps are affected, but I don't see the major traffic that was there a couple of hours ago. Now, if you need to head east or southbound on the 101 near Laurel Canyon, I did get calls about that moving closure. There's a sweeper taking up a left lane. That's definitely clogging up the commute a bit. Thank you, John from Winnetka. Appreciate the call. Jason, the tow truck driver as well. And on the 5 southbound to the northbound 2, that's going to stay blocked off with Caltrans work. You can take Fletcher. If you stay on the 5 freeway southbound past the 2, you're going to have to exit on Stadium Way. That's not too heavy right now, but that'll be your only choice, Vicki.
You know, one of my bosses, a few bosses back, Sabina, used to call me Veronica. That's just what he chose to call me, and
No.
I always answer to it. So call me Susie the next time. All good.
Okay.
All this week as summer break draws to a close and classrooms spring back to life, KNX News is taking you back to school. Almost every building at the St. Mark's School in Altadena burned in that Eaton fire. And without taking a beat to grieve, the search immediately began to get these elementary and middle school students back in classrooms. Today, our Margaret Carrero goes back to school at the temporary school.
One thing that came to me as I walked around St. Mark's temporary campus is how close-knit it feels. They set up these portable classrooms around an open outdoor space for the kids. It has 4 square where they can play and they can gather outside. They can have their lunch outside. They could also have some of their teaching outside. Jennifer Tolbert is the head of the school.
After our ribbon cutting ceremony, every kid, rolled up their sleeves and carried something over here. So it was really a community effort. It took a village to get here, which is why we're calling this site our village.
I love that. At a time of such trauma and upheaval, to have such a joyful transition must have been so relieving, I would imagine, for you.
It was, just under the surface is, of course, the hard stuff, the realities of what had transpired. Certainly to be a stabilizing force for our students was critical.
I also spoke with 5th grader Dylan Davis, who feels like an old soul in a little body. Maybe that's because she lost her home at such an early age in such a traumatic way. What do you think of the new school grounds here?
I am very grateful that EF would let us use their property for our school, because I have been at St. Mark's nearly my whole life, and it is probably one of my favorite places to be.
You must have been really happy after all the fires and stuff, just to be with your friends and your teacher again, right?
I was probably the most happy that I could ever be when I saw my friends again for the first day when we were back.
I bet. Are you excited about going into 5th grade?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Were there challenges that you faced when you first got here that you've learned from that you'll take into the new school year?
Yes, absolutely.
Lauren Boyle teaches 4th grade.
We all grew as educators, just being able to kind of work from your education and your experience, and not necessarily from, say, the books or the materials that we had lost.
Because you lost all the books, all the materials.
We lost books, we lost, resources from different trainings and college and graduate school. And so having this summer to plan and come up with ideas and projects for this coming year means a lot.
Walking into one of the classrooms, they had these tiny little chairs stacked on top of each other, on top of these little tables, and it turns out those were salvaged from the preschool building that did not burn in the Eaton fire.
This furniture has its own story. We had a ton of furniture in boxes in that building, so we were able to put into service all of that furniture. So you can see it's all brand new, and we were able to use it. I was so afraid that everything had gone down in the fire, and so to have this furniture also was just a relief.
I bet. Those little chairs are so cute.
Yes.
They're so cute. My goodness. Dylan, where did you sit here last year?
I sat right here.
Right here? Yeah, you like all the rainbow colors and stuff too?
Yeah. This classroom is probably the happiest thing on campus.
Aww. I love that. You want to see potentially your other classrooms for next year? All right, let's see. All right. We don't know which one you're going to end up in, but we shall see.
4 different teachers.
There we go. What do you think, Dylan?
It's a really nice classroom. It's all packed up, so I can't really see how it would look with everything set up.
But so far, so good.
Yeah.
I'm Margaret Carrero, KNX News 97.1 FM.
Tomorrow, when KNX Back to School continues, some students are returning to the classroom this year worrying about their assignments or their friend group or the football season. But another group of students say they fear for their safety. They're anxious about whether federal agents might try to snatch them up outside schools. ICE raids in Southern California schools, that's coming up tomorrow. It's 10:42.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hi, this is Patrick DiGiacomo, and this is why I would recommend Republic Bank. So, when the bank manager brought me over just to show me how their ITM works, he hit this button where an actual live person came on the screen. And she was so kind and helpful, and it just made me feel like, wow, I'm not dealing with just a machine, I'm dealing with somebody that's actually paying attention to what I'm doing. And it made me feel really good.
And that's how Republic Bank helps their customers go from living to thriving. Learn more at republicbank.com. Member FDIC.
What's on your mind right now? The song you can't get out of your head? That breaking story? Or that conversation you just have to be a part of?
That's the brand new song from...
This is a breaking news report.
He shoots! He scores! That's radio. Happening now. Connecting you to what matters most, exactly when it's happening. From the airwaves to every device you stream on, radio is everywhere you are. It's local, live, and it's for you. Tag your favorite radio station tomorrow on social media and use hashtag National Radio Day to celebrate. That's hashtag National Radio Day.
Welcome to Lazy Days. For nearly 50 years, we have been there for you, helping people turn RV dreams into destinations. Today, Lazy Days RV is here for you, with state-of-the-art dealerships, dedicated people, and popular brands. And no matter where the road takes you, Lazy Days will be here for you with RV service centers all across the nation. We are Lazy Days, here for you.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
I'm Dr. Eric Baker with Dental Implants GPS. If you're in the car right now, smile in the rearview mirror. Do you like what you see? If you don't or didn't even try due to embarrassment, you may be one of many dealing with missing or failing teeth and looking for the right team to guide you to your new dream smile. I invite you to come into Dental Implants GPS.
The specialists at Dental Implants GPS can guide you to a new, healthy smile. So if your teeth are loose or painful, it might be time to replace all of your teeth. Or if you dislike your dentures, call 800-952-4200. Stop hiding. Get back freedom. Imagine enjoying social situations again. The GPS Full Smile Solution is a permanent full-mouth teeth replacement. Replace your teeth and restore your self-confidence in one day. Centers in Dana Point, Tustin, Riverside, Reseda, Palmdale, West Covina, and Bakersfield. Call 800-952-4200. That's 800-952-4200.
Good morning, I'm Vicki Moore. Some of the stories we're following for you on KNX News 97.1 FM, talking about the worst and the best freeways in Southern California. And we're going to talk a lot more about the heat over the coming days because, man, we got a heat wave on the way. More coming up After we get a check on your drive with Sabina. And let's see, you are brought to us this time by the Monitoring Center.
Yeah, that's right, Vicki. Let's go over to the 10. Now, I do see the brake lights westbound near La Brea. Looks like an earlier hazard at Crenshaw. That was a FedEx truck that was stuck in one of the left lanes. They were able to move out of the way, which is great news. So they don't need a tow. Traffic is still busy to La Cienega. Then it should clear for you at the 405. And if you're trying to get through Santa Monica, maybe over to PCH, you should be in good shape. Now, on the 405 freeway, let's travel southbound from the 101. Actually before the 101, about Victory to that 101 connector. Still pretty frustrating. We did lose our collision that was near Haskell on the south or eastbound side of the 101, so that's looking better. But I was getting calls about a sweep or a moving closure near Laurel Canyon on the east or southbound 101. So I do see some extra slowing through that stretch. And then further southbound on the 405, right at Skirball, one lane is blocked off here for a project. So that's what's causing the slowing. Leaving the 101 on the southbound 405, getting past Mulholland, you should be okay to the 10. In Orange County, still pretty tough here on the westbound side of the 91. Now, there's a Caltrans closure that starts on the westbound side past State College. It'll stay busy to the 5, and then it picks up to Beach Boulevard. You can use Orangethorpe or even La Palma Avenue as alternates. Protect your home or business with a professionally installed and monitored security system from the Monitoring Center. Sign up now, get 6 months free, high-quality, low-cost protection starting at 33 cents a day. Call the Monitoring Center now, 866-24-7 for $9.99. SoCal's only reliable traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5s from the Simpson Chevrolet 24-hour traffic center.
As we head into the day, temperatures will be average, so exactly where they're supposed to be for this time of year, with the 70s and 80s along the coast, 80s in the metro, and then we'll be looking at 90s inland. So we've got this huge area of high pressure. It's moving in. It's going to create a heat dome, so that's going to bump our temperatures up 10 to 15 degrees. So that is why we have issued a next weather alert for Wednesday through Saturday for excessive heat, as well as the chance for mountain and foothill isolated thunderstorms as we move into the approaching weekend with an increased fire risk. So just make sure that you plan accordingly. It's going to get very hot for the next few days. I'm KCAL meteorologist Marina Jurica for KNX News 97.1 FM.
We all talk traffic in Southern California, right? We've all got shortcuts and, which way'd you come? How bad was it? There's a new list out of the best and worst freeways in Southern California. LA Times crunched the numbers. Caltrans, had the info that they looked at. So the worst, they say, is the 10 freeway, followed by the 605, then the 405. You knew it was on the list. The 91 and the 710. John Baird talked to drivers on the west side like Chris.
Is there a freeway you just hate the most?
I don't know if there's a freeway I hate more than the others, but there's an interchange that I hate more than the others, and that's the 405 and the 101.
It's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. Whenever you're going from one to the other, it's pretty crowded, and it kind of sucks. It's like,
is there a freeway and a time of day where you say, I never want to be there at this time of day?
Yeah, coming south on the 405 in the morning, forget it. Luckily I live down here now, which is, roughly the west side, and I work up in Burbank in animation. So, going the opposite way to traffic, traffic's coming down the 405 down here towards LAX and Santa Monica and whatever, but I'm going the opposite way and it's usually not too bad. But yeah, if I was coming the other way, it'd be like 3 times as long. So it can be really bad. If I go to work late,
it's over.
It takes me a half hour, but if I go to work the same time everybody else is, it takes me an hour and a half.
That's our John Baird again on the west side. They made the list based on a number of things, including average speed, delays, deadly crashes, and as for the best freeways, yes, apparently there are some, but they're out there. This is the 261 out of Irvine, the 90 freeway in Marina Del Rey, and we were talking about this earlier. The toll roads tend to be the good ones. State Supreme Court being asked by some Republican lawmakers at the Capitol there to slow down plans to move ahead with the redistricting plan here in California for the congressional maps. Republicans say there needs to be a 30-day review period for any new legislation. San Diego Republican Assemblyman Carl DeMaio says Democrats are being, undemocratic.
I believe, unfortunately, we are likely headed to a special election on November 4th. There will probably be legal cases between now and then and thereafter if necessary. But it is my most sincere hope that the public is watching what's going on and that they will render a stunning rebuke on November 4th by voting this down.
Yeah, that's when the special election would be. The governor says he will stop this whole thing if Texas stops. Time for a check on your money. 10:50, Bloomberg's Monica Ricks.
Best Buy launched a third-party marketplace today, adding more brands and items to its website and app. Everything from custom video game controllers and cookware to furniture and appliances. The retailer's hoping for a boost as more consumers scale back due to higher costs from tariffs. Japanese tech giant SoftBank says it plans to take a $2 billion stake in chipmaker Intel, the same struggling company the federal government is trying to take a 10% stake in. Apple's expanding iPhone production in India to 5 factories as the company looks to lower its reliance on China for gadgets bound for the U.S. That includes the entire new iPhone 17 lineup. And Chipotle is targeting Gen Z college students with a new rewards program called Chipotle U Rewards. It'll feature special promotions on big game days, finals week, and even graduation. They're also teaming up with Urban Outfitters, so if you need a little burrito-inspired flair for your kid's dorm, like a black and pinto beanbag or tortilla blanket, you can buy those starting tomorrow. I'm Bloomberg's Monica Ricks from the Just One Touch Money Desk on KNX News 97.1 FM.
When you're stuck in LA traffic,
we get it. You just need to know why.
Every time I call in and I ask a question about a certain roadway, you guys answer it in your next traffic report. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you. Thank you.
Tell us where you're stuck and what you see at 844-KNX News.
Brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me, or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
Looking for a paint partner that works hard for you? Dutch Boy Professional Series has your back in the store and on the job site, helping you to build your business with top quality, durable products, backed up by expert field rep support when and where you need it. We'll even save you time and money with exclusive benefits just for professional contractors. Trust your business to the paint partner that works hard for you. Dutch Boy Professional Series, available at Menards.
Trust EverDry waterproofing to fix your leaky basement or smelly crawl space permanently. Gary Sullivan here for EverDry. They have fixed tens of thousands of basements over the past 40 years. And when I say permanently, I mean it. Their patented system comes with a transferable lifetime warranty. Reclaim that basement space and live in a healthier home by calling EverDry Waterproofing. Don't put it off. Inspections are free. Call 513-874-7200. EverDry Waterproofing for a healthier, drier home. Now open in Lexington and Louisville.
Welcome to Lazy Days. For nearly 50 years, we have been there for you, helping people turn RV dreams into destinations. Today, Lazy Days RV is here for you, with state-of-the-art dealerships, dedicated people, and popular brands. And no matter where the road takes you, Lazy Days will be here for you with RV service centers all across the nation. We are Lazy Days, here for you.
More evidence that, business is off in Las Vegas. Resorts and convention centers reporting fewer visitors than last year, especially the international travelers. Upcoming holiday weekend isn't expected to turn things around. AAA reports Vegas dropped from 6th place to last on the top 10 domestic Labor Day destination list. Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority said there was an 11% drop in tourists in June compared to the year before. We were talking to Peter Greenberg, our KNX travel editor, earlier today, and he said there's a lot of changes when it comes to travel and tourism, and it's really going to start costing people more. You can find the hard-to-find mini coolers at Trader Joe's. Are popping up this week, back in the peach and the electric blue, if you're into that. But all the buzz is about the new mini canvas tote drop this fall. Company spokesperson confirmed to USA Today the new line will feature the Halloween colors. The bags will come in solid black, orange, and purple. 10:55. Let's get to Sabina. We've got a problem with Hancock Park area, some police activity, right, Sabina?
Yes, that's right, Vicki. It's La Brea that's shut down right now. I do see the closure near Beverly, both directions, and portions of Beverly near La Brea. So I would use Highland or La Cienega instead of La Brea. Stay away from that area. This is Beverly near the new Beverly Cinema. And again, police activity and a street advisory. So avoid that area. Use Highland or La Cienega instead. Let's go over to the 91, which has been really tough westbound through Orange County. It's because of some road work, and they're running traffic breaks. It's a backup from the 57 westbound to Euclid, and then it should pick up for you if you're trying to get to the 5 in Buena Park. Your DTLA Law Group accident and injury attorneys route you can trust. I would say you can use La Palma Avenue or Orangethorpe instead. And the 22 westbound, this is a closure near the 405. At least one lane is blocked, and that's causing a backup from Beach Boulevard on the westbound 22 all the way through to the 405 connector. Out of Los Angeles County, I still see the slowing on the south side or the eastbound side of the 101 from the 405 all the way through to Tahunga. There's a moving closure. Caltrans is out there working on the freeway. They're sweeping, so the left lane is affected. Now, the southbound side of the 5 from Hollywood Way to Buena Vista, there's going to be some road work here. I see 2 lanes are coned off, and that's causing quite a backup leaving Sun Valley southbound on the 5 to Hollywood Way, and then it picks up. If you're trying to get over to the 134, you should be just fine. Heard the latest about Social Security. By 2033, it's projected to drop to 79% of what was promised. Mosley Wealth Management has a strategy that can help. Call them at 855-526-0045 or mosleywealthmanagement.com. SoCal's only reliable traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5s from the Simpson Chevrolet 24-hour traffic center.
Hot and getting hotter. Only going to get some relief maybe on Monday next week. More coming up in minutes. 78 degrees.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Calling all benders and non-benders alike. Dive into the epic world of Avatar with your favorite podcast, Avatar, Braving the Elements.
Hosted by me, Janet Varney, the voice of Avatar Korra.
And me, Dante Bosco, the voice of Prince Zuko.
Each week, we'll explore a new episode of The Legend of Korra.
Find your balance as we uncover breaking news, trivia, special guests, and so much more.
I mean, I've got some flameo hot takes that'll really light a spark. Follow and listen to Avatar Braving the Elements on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This month, Lazy Days RV is putting you in the driver's seat with the You Pick Your Payment sales event. During this event only, your dream travel trailer starts at just $75 a month, making it easier than ever to hit the open road for less. Looking for more space? Fifth wheels start at only $145 a month. Prefer to take the wheel? Motorized RVs start at just $285 a month. Your getaway is as simple as turning the key. Plus, enjoy no payments for 45 days on every RV. Pick your payment. Pick your adventure. Stop by your local Lazy Days RV or visit lazydays.com.
Pella Windows and Doors goes beyond. Strength, beauty, durability. It's a Pella thing. Passionate about delivering more, they craft every window and door with precision and care. Pella Now, Pay Later makes it easy. Visit PellaWindowsCincinnati.com and make life brighter today.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zicam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zicam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zicam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zicam.eu.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
KNX FM and HD Los Angeles.
This is Southern California's news.
I'm Margaret Carrero. Coming up, a vote could declare a dilapidated outdoor shopping center in North Hollywood a public nuisance. Which SoCal freeway do you think is the worst one? We'll tell you which one topped the list. And we are a day away from a potentially dangerous heat wave, and it'll last several days.
Only on KNX News 97.1 FM.
It's 11 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Hurricane Erin will remain offshore, but it's still a very dangerous storm. Hurricane Center Director Michael Brennan says a storm surge warning has been issued for the Outer Banks in North Carolina, and it's creating dangerous conditions far to the north.
And that large wave field, as Erin's wind field expands, is going to affect almost the entire east coast of the United States with dangerous surf and rip current conditions. So please stay out of the water. Pay attention to those warning flags along the beaches.
New Jersey's governor is urging everyone to stay out of the ocean. The Washington Post is reporting the Justice Department is investigating whether Washington, D.C. police manipulated data to make crime rates appear lower. The criminal investigation is being run out of the federal prosecutor's office in D.C. More Republican-led states, meanwhile, are sending in National Guard troops. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Part of their mission, according to the National Guard, is to help support local police, but not conduct arrests and not carry firearms. That's the state of affairs here, at least for now. But a White House spokesperson tells CBS News that's subject to change in the coming days.
CBS's Aaron Navarro reports on some clarification today from the president about security guarantees for Ukraine.
President Trump said this morning that it'll be the United Kingdom, France, and Germany to, quote, front-load it and provide boots on the ground for any type of security guarantee, but that there will not be U.S. troops on the ground, though there may be some air defense coming from the U.S.
As to when Russian President Putin and Ukraine's Zelensky could actually meet at the White House a few moments ago, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
I can assure you that the United States government and the Trump administration is working with both Russia and Ukraine to make that bilateral happen as we speak.
The United Nations said today the number of aid workers killed around the world rose by nearly a third last year. Spokesman Jens Lerke.
Most of those killed were national staff serving in their home communities, and the numbers are driven up by the relentless conflict in Gaza, where more than 180 humanitarian workers were killed last year.
On the latest ceasefire efforts for Gaza, mediators are awaiting Israel's response. Reporter Robert Berger in Jerusalem on what that could be.
I think maybe we'll see something in the middle. Israel stepping up the military pressure while intensifying negotiations for a ceasefire.
A senior Israeli official said today the government is standing firm on its call that all hostages be released as part of a deal, both dead and alive. Checking the numbers on Wall Street at this hour, stocks are lower. The Nasdaq is off by nearly 300 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
From the DTLA Law Group Injury Help Studios.
This is Southern California's news.
KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Good morning to you. 11:03. I'm Margaret Carrero. The once iconic Valley Plaza, the pride of the Valley in North Hollywood, has become a real eyesore, and there is a vote today to declare it a public nuisance. We get this story from our Karen Adams.
Valley Plaza is nowhere near the state-of-the-art outdoor shopping center that it was, the first in the region when it opened in 1951. Even President Kennedy visited. But LA City Councilman Adrien Nazarian says over the years, it's fallen into disrepair. There have been fires, drug overdoses, robberies, and assaults. He says the owners, the Charles Company, two brothers, have done nothing to revitalize the property.
Under the Charles Company, the properties have decayed to what you see standing behind me. They've been vandalized, covered with graffiti, filled with trash, damaged beyond repair. For years, the city has asked the Charles Company to develop the site or sell it. They could at least secure it effectively. Instead, they've left it to rot and turn into a blight on the entire neighborhood.
Nazarian says the Charles Company has not wanted to speak until news got out about the Board of Building and Safety Commissioners preparing to vote to declare Valley Plaza a nuisance property.
Their attorneys called and wanted to meet.
The community would like to see Valley Plaza redeveloped. In North Hollywood, I'm Karen Adams, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
So if you do have any work that you have to get done outdoors, you might want to just get it done today, because tomorrow is going to be the first day of a very severe and dangerous heat wave. High temperatures are expected right on through the weekend. A red flag warning goes up at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It'll stay in effect until 9 o'clock Saturday night in parts of LA County. An extreme heat watch also will be in effect for most of the valleys and mountains. Strong wind is not expected, which is good, but humidity will be low, so not so good. Thursday is set to be the hottest day of the week. We could see record temperatures in places like downtown downtown Los Angeles. The National Weather Service says Woodland Hills could hit 109 degrees. 11:05, if you are out near La Brea and Beverly and you're seeing activity, we've got police activity out there. Let's get the very latest and say good morning to Sabina Mora. She's in the Simpson Chevrolet Traffic Center.
Good morning, Margaret. Yes, our very own Larry Perrell drove by that closure. And yes, it's La Brea and Beverly. Portions of La Brea between Oakwood and First Street are shut down. And then on Beverly, approaching La Brea, I do see the closure in both directions as well. So I would say avoid this area. This is your street advisory, and LAPD has it shut down. So I would say you can use Highland or La Cienega instead of La Brea, and Melrose instead of Beverly to get around any of those street delays, closures because of this police activity. Back on the freeway, let's go northbound on the 57. I still see the slowing approaching the 60, leaving Diamond Bar Boulevard. There was a crash on the 60 westbound at Grand that finally cleared up, but it was slowing down the 57 in both directions. Traffic on the 22 in Orange County still pretty heavy from Beach Boulevard to the 405, 605, and that's due to Caltrans work. And if you need to head south on the 101 freeway, now just want to warn you, there's a sweeper, a moving closure, leaving Sherman Oaks, heading south or eastbound through Studio City. I still see a lot of brake lights approaching the 170. Then it clears up through Universal City.
Thank you, Sabina.
Big multi-day heat event getting underway for Southern California, and it all kicks in really tomorrow. Extreme heat alerts pop in for the late week forecast Thursday and Friday. It does clip downtown. We're knocking on the door of some records, and temperatures soaring into the mid and upper 90s and triple digits all across the area. Our peak heat downtown likely Thursday and Friday. Woodland Hill could hit 109 on Thursday. Then Friday, some monsoonal moisture brings the chance for some dry thunderstorms around, especially the mountains of LA and Ventura County. Stay weather aware late week. I'm meteorologist Scott Laria-Moore, KNX News 97.1 FM.
I mean, it's a given, right? We all hate the traffic in Southern California, but which drivers have it the worst? I mean, we all have our opinions, but the LA Times crunched data from Caltrans and came up with a list. The 10 freeway topped for the worst, followed by the 605, the 405, the 91, and the 710. Our John Baird talked to a bunch of drivers, including a woman named Christine.
Is there a freeway that you just hate to get on every day?
Every day I get on the 405. That's the worst freeway. It's the worst. I do take the 10 as well, but it's the 405, my goodness. And it depends on the time of day, okay? I've lived in Los Angeles for 49 years, and I think every year it's getting worse. It's just crazy, out of control.
The top 5 worst freeways, this is what they say. Mm-hmm. The 10, the 605, the 405, the 91 out of Riverside, and the 710 Long Beach Freeway. What do you think of that list?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. 605 and 5, that little interchange where the 105 hits them, that's horrible, miserable. Okay, especially I go there sometimes for a job that I do, and so that's terrible. So I vote yes on the 605. Okay, but I'm going to tell you something because it's short from here, but coming home on the 10s, yes, it's horrible.
Yeah, it sure is horrible. So what about the best freeways? Well, the data says that the 2 best are the 261 out of Irvine and the 90 in Marina del Rey. The desperate search continues. Search resuming this morning to find a missing 7-month-old baby boy who vanished 6 days ago. Emily Valdez has the latest.
There's been no sign of Emmanuel Haro since at least last Thursday. During the last several days, investigators from both the San Bernardino and Riverside County Sheriff's Department have served search warrants at the home of Rebecca and Jake Haro in Cabazon, where baby Emmanuel lives with his parents. Investigators used canines to search the property. They've also searched the Yucaipa parking lot of the sporting goods store, where Rebecca says Emmanuel was taken by an unknown man after he came up behind her and knocked her out. Investigators say the parents stopped cooperating with them when they questioned inconsistencies with Rebecca's story. Detectives are asking anyone with information on baby Emmanuel to call We Tip. I'm Emily Valdez, KNX News 97.1 FM.
The LA DWP has been working to restore power to customers in San Pedro whose electricity was knocked out early this morning by a crash that took out a power pole. At the height of it, as many as 2,000 customers were reportedly affected, but by 8 o'clock this morning, that number was down to 55. The crash was reported just before 2 o'clock this morning on North Pacific Avenue. A vehicle vehicle involved in the crash became engulfed in flames. The young man inside was able to get himself out. He was taken to the hospital in fair condition. A man and a dog were injured in a triplex fire in LA's Pico Union neighborhood. The LA Fire Department responded to the scene. This was on South Arapahoe Street, north of Washington Boulevard, just after 4 this morning. Firefighters found flames coming from one of the units of the triplex. It took them about 13 minutes to put the fire out. A 32-year-old man suffered severe burns in the fire, said to be critically injured. The dog was rescued, resuscitated with oxygen therapy on the scene, and survived. The cause of that fire is under investigation. It's 11:11.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Welcome to Lazy Days. For nearly 50 years, we have been there for you, helping people turn RV dreams into destinations. Today, Lazy Days RV is here for you. With state-of-the-art dealerships, dedicated people, and popular brands. And no matter where the road takes you, Lazy Days will be here for you with RV service centers all across the nation. We are Lazy Days, here for you.
College holds a mythic place in American culture. On the new Campus Files podcast, we uncover the scandals you won't hear on the campus tours. Find Campus Files on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Burst pipe, clogged drain, AC not running? That's more than an inconvenience. That's an emergency. Plumb Tight is a one to call. Trained professionals, fast response times, no hidden fees. Plumb Tight, the perfect solution to your problems.
You've got burgers on the grill, ribs dripping in sauce, corn with a little char. Yeah, it's go time. Now crack open an ice-cold Pepsi. That first sip, boom! Flavor level unlocked. Every bite hits harder, every spice sings louder, every smoky note bolder. So fire up the grill and grab a Pepsi, because food doesn't just need a beverage. Food deserves Pepsi.
Ice, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist, to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
Looking for a paint partner that works hard for you? Dutch Boy Professional Series has your back in the store and on the job site, helping you to build your business with top quality, durable products, backed up by expert field rep support when and where you need it. We'll even save you time and money with exclusive benefits just for professional contractors. Trust your business to the paint partner that works hard for you. Dutch Boy Professional Series, available at Menards.
This month, Lazy Days RV is putting you in the driver's seat with the You Pick Your Payment sales event. During this event only, your dream travel trailer starts at just $75 a month, making it easier than ever to hit the open road for less. Looking for more space? Fifth wheels start at only $145 a month. Prefer to take the wheel? Motorized RVs start at just $285 a month. Your getaway is as simple as turning the key. Plus, enjoy no payments for 45 days on every RV. Pick your payment. Pick your adventure. Stop by your local Lazy Days RV or visit lazydays.com.
Good morning. I'm Margaret Carrero. Coming up on KNX News 97.1 FM. Do you remember the movie Poltergeist? Well, you can now spend a night at that spooky home. Plus, some Republican lawmakers, they're trying to slow down Democrats and their plans to redraw California's congressional maps. We will have the latest on that. And right now, though, in traffic, if you're out in the area near La Brea and Beverly and you were planning on going in that area, you're going to want to avoid that intersection for the time being. We've got some police activity there. Let's get the update. It's brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, and the woman with the info is Sabina Mora.
All right, Margaret. Yes, I see that full closure La Brea, both directions between 2nd 2nd Street and Oakwood Avenue. So that's covering Beverly as well, east and westbound, right at La Brea. So traffic is just really slow in the surrounding area. You can still use Highland Avenue. That's a bit busy, but that's a good alternate to La Brea. Maybe using La Cienega instead. And if instead of using Beverly, I would hop onto 3rd Street or even Melrose to get around that area and the police activity that's clogging up that intersection. Let's go back to the freeway and the 101. It's a moving closure heading south or eastbound through Studio City. Not only that, but now I have a new hazard right at Coldwater. It's a car that is stuck taking up one of the right lanes and another car possibly in a left lane as well. So it could be a crash, but the backup starts out of Sherman Oaks from the 405 heading south or eastbound on the 101 all the way through to the 170. Also on the southbound 5, the slowing there out of Sun Valley into Burbank is because of a closure. Looks like there's at least 2 right lanes that are blocked off. Thank you, Becky, for calling. I do see that at Buena Vista, and that's causing traffic to slow. If you can handle Los Angeles traffic, you can handle a road trip. Just make sure your car can too. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. With every oil change, text check tires, fluids, and more while you stay in your car. No appointment needed. Coupons at SoCalOilChange.com. SoCal's only reliable traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5s from the Simpson Chevrolet 24-hour traffic center.
Good Tuesday morning. As you're heading out and about, it is a comfortable start with temperatures in the 60s, and we'll be looking at mostly sunny skies this afternoon, where temperatures are going to be exactly where they're supposed to be for this time of year. So we'll be looking at highs in the mid-70s along the coast. We'll be in the 80s for the metros, and then the 90s as you head further inland. But today will be the coolest day of the week by far. We are tracking an excessive heat event starting tomorrow all the way through Saturday, as we'll be looking at temperatures about 10 to 15 degrees above average. So prepare for the heat. I'm KCAL meteorologist Marina Jurica for KNX News 97.1 FM.
Your Mike Diamond plumbing temps. It's currently 85 in Woodland Hills, 80 in Tustin, 81 on LA's Miracle Mile. Oh yeah, that is the opening music to the cult classic 1982 horror film Poltergeist. We're talking about the movie because you can now stay in the Simi Valley house made famous by that movie. Karen Adams got to go there.
The doormat reads, "Welcome to the Poltergeist house." Rachel Powers is the owner of the house.
I am.
What is it about the Poltergeist house that you had to have?
I grew up watching the Poltergeist movies with my sisters. I'm the oldest of 3 girls and had a single mom. And so for us, it was just good family time. It's nostalgic, good bonding, and just part of childhood.
So tell me, what can people expect when they come in to see the Poltergeist house?
They can expect to step back in time, back to 1982.
This is Carol Ann's bedroom. That clown.
All right.
Come on in there.
Let me see You gave me 25 years worth of trauma.
I should mention, here with me taking pics and videotaping is our Daniela DeRobio. She and I also sat in front of the old Sony TV that the Poltergeist used to take Carol Ann.
I feel like I'm 5 years old watching this movie again, and I'm a little terrified.
Yeah.
Although I'm just seeing like...
Oh, there's static.
Oh, God.
There's static.
Plenty of static is in this house.
When you say plenty of static, what else? Oh, my God. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Okay.
Well, it's atmospheric, but at the same time, the Ghost Adventures team was in here. The episode aired in April, called The Poltergeist Curse, and they found several pieces of evidence.
What are we talking about, evidence?
Well, according to the episode, it was lights flickering, cold spots, not sure how to describe it, maybe off feelings. There's a Cabbage Patch doll upstairs that fell down while they had a camera on it.
Have you sensed anything or seen anything?
For me, it's warm nostalgia. It's eerie charm.
And people can experience all of this for themselves. I was reading, you don't want anyone doing seances. No. Tell me what people are not allowed to do when they stay here.
They are not allowed. Prohibited. Seances, Ouija boards, spirit summoning, witchcraft, or any sort of activity that is paranormal. We want to keep the energy fun, not funky.
Halloween's off the table. Someone already booked it. If you want to stay, go to poltergeisthouse.com. It's $600 a night or less during off-season. I'm Karen Adams, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
I'm with Karen. I probably would have got the heebie-jeebies, too. It is 11:20, and another huge media takeover announced today. Bloomberg's Monica Ricks joining us now live.
Hey, Margaret. Nexstar landed a huge deal today to buy broadcast rival Tegna in a deal worth $6.2 billion. If approved, the combined companies would cover 80% of all U.S. TV households. Right now, Nexstar oversees hundreds of local news stations nationwide, including KTLA in Los Angeles, and it also runs networks like the CW and News Nation. Wall Street not having a great day today. The Dow is down about 0.2%, down 82 points. The S&P down 43 points, about 0.7%, and the Nasdaq weighed down by a slide in tech stocks. It's down 1.4% right now, down 308 points. Now, Intel may be the exception here. Shares are up more than 8% this hour, with news that Japanese tech giant SoftBank plans to take a $2 billion stake in Intel, the same company the federal government plans to take a 10% stake in. And Oscar Mayer's inviting everyone to the cookout this summer. It's introduced new hot dog packs called Every Bun, with traditional hot dogs and plant-based not dogs for meat lovers and vegans. They'll be wrapped separately to avoid any cross-contamination. I'm Monica Ricks from the Just One Touch Money Desk on KNX News 97.1 FM.
Southern California is a big, complicated, messy place.
This is going to be a particularly tough year for the city of Los Angeles.
That's where the LA Local steps up to help you navigate around the potholes, learn more about our region, and put words into action.
We know the status quo hasn't delivered better results. We have to take action.
Follow the LA Local on your favorite podcast app every weekday. The LA Local. It's brought to you by the LA Car Guy family of dealerships. You can see the inventory for all 12 dealerships at lacarguy.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Hi, this is Patrick DiGiacomo, and this is why I would recommend Republic Bank. So, when the bank manager brought me over just to show me how their ITM works, he hit this button where an actual live person came on the screen, and she was so kind and helpful, and it just made me feel like, wow, I'm not dealing with just a machine, I'm dealing with somebody that's actually paying attention to what I'm doing, and it made me feel really good.
And that's how Republic Bank helps their customers go from living to thriving. Learn more at republicbank.com. Member FDIC.
If nachos are your thing, this week's Taco Tuesday is cooking up some of the best.
Cause it's Taco Tuesday. Where is it? Taco Tuesday. Yeah. Taco Tuesday. I got the cheese.
Okay, this is proof right here. You don't have to be at a street corner on some random night at a pop-up taqueria. Those are fine. I love those places, but sometimes we want to go inside of a restaurant and sit down. I've got one here for you. It's called Tacos Don Goyo, and this place is as authentic as you can get. So one of the ways you know you're a legit taqueria is if they have the giant meat on a stick. It's called a trompo. Usually it's al pastor. Here at this place, they have a sirloin steak trompo, and they're slicing it right off into handmade corn tortillas. It is just lovely. And you can get that sirloin in anything. Tacos, of course. I've had it on top of nachos, which is fantastic, in a burrito, or piled high on top of their papa loca, which is a baked potato. Here, they lather it in butter and onions. They'll top it off with whatever meat you want. Go with that sirloin, man. That's incredible. They'll mix it in with some cheese so it gets all nice and gooey. Top it off with the usuals: onions, cilantro, crema, guacamole. And again, 100% authentic, legit taqueria here that you can park, bring the whole family inside, sit down, have a great meal. Several locations here: Downey, Brea, and City of Industry. It's called Tacos Don Goyo. That's GOYO. Look him up, give him a follow, and give me a follow too if you aren't already. Grub with Greg on all the social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and then you can catch me weekday afternoons on K-Earth 101.
It is always great when Greg goes to those places because sometimes he'll bring us in some extra.
Ooh, yes, I love that.
It's always nice. We go back to the kitchen, we're like, ooh.
I can tell that it's here because it's a little less crowded in the newsroom.
And more crowded over by the kitchen.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. 11:25. Let's get that traffic update for you now. OPO Law Injury Lawyers, Sabina Moore.
All right, going to head south or eastbound on the 101. We did have a moving closure out there. There was a sweeper working in one of the left lanes, but now it looks like it's a possible crash with the far left lane blocked off right at Coldwater Canyon. So that is not helping things. It's pretty busy from the 405 connectors heading south or eastbound through Sherman Oaks and into Studio City. Now, the 5 issue here southbound at Buena Vista, it's the 2 right lanes that are closed. It's Caltrans ongoing road work. They're going to be there for a while. Looks like they're saying till at least 1:30. So it's causing a backup through Sun Valley. Once you get past Buena Vista, it opens up through Burbank and over to the 134. I want to remind you, police activity in a street advisory, Hancock Park area, La Brea. This is both directions at Beverly and portions of Beverly near La Brea. So you want to avoid that intersection altogether. You can always take Highland or La Cienega instead of La Brea, Melrose or 3rd Street instead of Beverly. And let's go over to Orange County and that westbound 22, which is still packed from Knott all the way through to the 405, 605. This is also due to Caltrans. One lane is coned off. If your vehicle took a hit, your body probably did too. Whiplash, back pain, head injuries. These things can show up days later. You don't want to ignore it. Call Opio Law today, 888-OPIO-WINS, or go to opiolaw.com. SoCal's only reliable traffic reports every 10 minutes on the 5s from the Simpson Chevrolet 24-hour traffic center.
Enjoy the weather today because we are going to start warming up tomorrow and it's only going to get hotter. We're looking at 70s, 80s, and 90s today. Currently 83 in Sierra Madre, 78 in Torrance, 81 on LA's Miracle Mile. It's 11:27.
I can't wait to meet her. Oh my gosh.
Put your hands together for new Dr. Pepper Blackberry and Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar.
There she is! Woohoo! Yeah! It's full Dr. Pepper!
With sweet blackberry flavor!
Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I'm obsessed with your succulent taste. Please marry me!
No! Marry me! Marry me or I'm gonna freak out!
Try new Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It's a pepper thing!
This month, Lazy Days RV is putting you in the driver's seat with the You Pick Your Payment sales event. During this event only, your dream travel trailer starts at just $75 a month, making it easier than ever to hit the open road for less. Looking for more space? Fifth wheels start at only $145 a month. Prefer to take the wheel? Motorized RVs start at just $285 a month. Your getaway is as simple as turning the key. Plus, enjoy no payments for 45 days on every RV. Pick your payment. Pick your adventure. Stop by your local Lazy Days RV or visit lazydays.com.
At Idea Public Schools in Cincinnati, your child's future is our promise. From kindergarten through 10th grade, they'll learn in a safe, nurturing environment, guided by teachers who believe every child can and will go to college. We go beyond the basics, offering after-school enrichment, strong academics, and the kind of care every parent wants for their child. Enroll today at Idea Cincinnati, where safety, support, and success come together. Call 513-669-4332 to learn more.
I'm Josh Scher.
And I'm Nicole Inaidi.
And we're the cooks responsible for all the strange dishes on the internet's most watched daily show, Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and our own YouTube channel, Mythical Kitchen.
Between the two of us, we've worked almost every weird job the food industry has to offer, and we've developed some pretty strong opinions.
The strongest opinions, Nicole. Opinions so strong they need to be heard on an easily consumable auditory medium.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Are boneless wings just poser nuggets?
Is cereal soup?
Follow and listen to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
Free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
The Thompsons weren't expecting company, especially his parents, and definitely not during a heat wave.
No air conditioning? That explains the potato salad.
Harold.
I'll open the windows. Airtron man arrives, heroic, shirt slightly unbuttoned, thermostat in hand.
I cool homes, but I can't solve in-law problems.
Call Airtron and keep your cool, Cincinnati, 283-209-9327, or call airtron.com.
BOGO is back at iMart Express.
Come on. Okay.
Right now, for a limited time only, new customers can buy their first pair of glasses and get a second pair free. Plus, with eye exams available and same-day glasses, you'll never miss a moment. It's the kind of savings and service you can really get used to.
Okay.
Find a location near you at imartexpress.com to shop our BOGO event today and see everything we have in store for you. iMart Express. Get glasses. Go see.
From the DTLA Law Group Injury Help Studios.
This is Southern California's news.
KNX News, 97.1 FM.
11:30, good morning. I'm Margaret Carrero. Valley Plaza was once the place to go shop, state-of-the-art outdoor shopping center. Now, though, it has been declared a public nuisance by the city of L.A. Karen Adams has more from North Hollywood.
The buildings here at Valley Plaza are dilapidated, boarded up. There's a homeless encampment here. There have been fires, assaults, and drug overdoses here. L.A. City Councilman Adrien Nazarian says it's far from what it used to be when it opened in 1951 as a state-of-the-art shopping center.
It's hard to believe, but once upon a time, these buildings right across the street were the pride of the valley. Even President Kennedy came to visit when it was a state-of-the-art shopping center. This neighborhood was the commercial heart of the San Fernando Valley.
Now the Board of Building and Safety Commissioners has agreed with Nazarian about have done nothing but profited off the eyesore.
Been leasing it out to film productions. You know, he had that movie years ago that was about the LA riots, and then most recently the Fallout series, the post-apocalyptic Fallout series. It's embarrassing. They have to come over here. They don't need to build a movie set. They just get a set up here, and he's making money off of that. Instead of improving it, he's making money off it being unsafe for us and looking, as it does.
The commissioner's vote opens the door for Valley Plaza to be torn down and redeveloped.
Okay, so we've been telling you about that police activity going on there at La Brea and Beverly. I understand that our Pete Demetrio is out there at the scene. Pete, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Margaret. Here's the deal. We
Yeah.
apparently had a call at about 9:30 this morning of a suspicious item in a car. This is in 300 block of North La Brea Avenue, roughly about, Beverly and La Brea. I'll give you a vector on this one. You've got about a 3-block stretch of La Brea shut down right now from the 100 to about the 400 block north, and you have about a half a block on either side that is blocked off as well, alleyways and everything else. So a lot of businesses involved on here. Again, suspicious item inside a car. Now you got 4 LAPD bomb squad technicians who are here right now. You also have a ancillary van that is here, which probably has the bomb robot and a few other things that can be brought to the scene. I'm going to try to talk to one of the bomb technicians to see what we have at this point, whether they've checked out this vehicle or not. But right now, you've got this particular 3-block stretch of North La Brea Avenue shut down completely. People are detouring around it. But for right now, again, a suspicious item inside a car. That's all we really know at this point.
All right, Pete. Any indication that the businesses there are actually open?
No, not the businesses that are involved on that. Apparently the gas stations and everything else in this area apparently are shut down, and there's nobody walking on La Brea itself. The bomb techs now conversing with themselves and getting some information, or actually some equipment out. It looks to me like they've got a couple of X-ray devices here, and if they need to, they can bring them on up and get near the vehicle itself and analyze what is inside and try to determine if this thing is real or not. I've got a lieutenant from LAPD who's coming on over to talk to me, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more information for you.
All right, Pete. Thank you very much. We'll check back in with you here momentarily. Meanwhile, the city of L.A. has reached an agreement with the union that represents LAPD cops that will hopefully help the city's budget crisis. Craig Frigner broke this story for us at City Hall.
No secret, Los Angeles is in a terrible cash crunch with the billion-dollar budget deficit that the city had to struggle hard to close. Now we have learned that the cops union has agreed to what they're calling a voluntary program. Officers who earn overtime, they can choose to take it as cash at 1.5 times pay, or they can choose to put it into a voluntary bank where each hour is credited at pretty close to 1.9 hours. So, in a good example here, 100 hours that goes into this bank would become close to like 180 hours. You can't cash it out, but you can use it as comp, vacation, or sick time, and you have a decade to use it. Will this save Los Angeles money? Los Angeles Council member Monica Rodriguez says the answer is no.
If you have a bunch of officers on either sick leave, vacation time, or comp time, they have to be backfilled by officers who may then come in on overtime.
Correct. In some cases, we're still paying more because you have to maintain a standard deployment on our streets to ensure response times. We're at a critical situation.
You think it'll help the budget problem?
No.
LA cops, their union, LAPPL, repeatedly rejected requests from Los Angeles to give back any of the 20% in pay raises they negotiated over a 4-year deal. If no officers take the city up on this voluntary deal, well, it would save Los Angeles zero money if too many do. The backfill of officers, as you heard, maybe on overtime, this could actually end up costing the city more money. At LA City Hall, I'm Craig Figner, KNX News 97.1 FM.
Let's get back to Sabina Mora in the Simpson Chevrolet Traffic Center with an update on that police activity. We heard Pete talking about it a little while ago. LAPD, they got the bomb squads out there with regard to a suspicious package potentially in a vehicle there near La Brea and Beverly. Sabina.
Yeah, that's right, Margaret. West of Hancock Park, this is La Brea Avenue. I see the closure from 1st Street to Oakwood Avenue, both directions of La Brea, and this is right on that intersection of Beverly Boulevard, including portions of Beverly Boulevard at La Brea. So I would stay away, obviously use Highland instead of La Brea, even Rossmore to Vine. That's a possibility instead of La Brea, or La Cienega on the other side of west of La Brea, or instead of using Beverly